Hello friends, this is S. Abhinath and you're watching Be With Us channel. Today we're going to see how to do the square and square root, cube and cube root of decimal numbers. Many of you get confused how to do square of a decimal number or a square root of a decimal number, because I was in the initial stages I was also being confused due to that. So I am here to explain a video about that. Okay, let us take a first example as square root of 6.25. That will give you 2.5. How it arrives? So simple. You should never consider this decimal point. Okay, you should never consider this decimal point. If you remove this decimal point, you will have the answer as 625. Root of 625 would give you answer as 25. After writing this answer to as 25, then you have to check how many digits are left after the decimal point. Here, after decimal point, there are 2 digits are left in. So you should so while we are taking square root, we should place a decimal point before the last digit. In case if after this, if 4 digits are arriving, we must place the decimal point 2 digits from the right. That means in case if this is given as 0.0625, then your answer would be 0.25, because since there are in square root there are 4 digits after decimal, in square number there would be half of it. So after after the decimal there are 2 digits, so in the given answer also if here there are 2 digits, then half of it. The concept would be that for squares it will be number of decimal points. Here is 2 divided by 2, that is 1. So in the square root of this number, we would have decimal numbers after decimal point as only one number. So that's the concept. So similarly, if you take in case of cube, if you take root cube of 1.331, you should neglect the decimal point and write root of square root of 1331. Then the cube root would be 11. Okay, so what now you have to do is that how many numbers are existing after decimal points? There are 3 numbers are existing, so number of decimal points will be 3. If here is 6, then you have to write 6. Okay, then we must divide it by 3. In case of square, we must divide it by 2, but in case of cube, we must divide it by 3. If there are 6 decimal points, we must divide it by 3, then you get 2, here 1. So since we are having only 3 digits after decimal point, the cube root would have only 1 digit after decimal point. That's why we are writing 0.1. The main thing you have to consider here is that in case if there is square root or cube root, in square root, after decimal point, there must be only even number of digits. Okay, if there is only even number of digits, we can that's a perfect we can have a perfect square root. If example, if you have 0.625. Okay, in case if you are having the number as 0.625, okay, in the answer there is no square root for this. You might look as 625 might have a square root, you might think, but for 0.625 there is no square root, and the perfect square won't be available. Like 0.625 would not give you 0.25 or 2.5, neither of that. So the number of digits after the decimal point inside a square root must be even, and number of decimal points after the in the cube root after decimal points must be a multiple of 3. It can be 3 digits, it can be 6 digits, it can be 9 digits. In case of square root, it must be even. That's a basic concept. While you are doing the square of a number, example 3.5 the whole square. So if we know 35 square as 1225, now you have to find that there is only 1 digit after the decimal point here. So you have 1 digit. So what we have to do is that 1 into 2 gives you 2. So in the answer, the square of this number would have an answer which has 2 decimal points after that. That means when 1225, you need to place a decimal before the last 2 digit, and it will come as here. That's a so simple concept. In case of cube, if 1 into 2 will change as 1 into 3 is equal to 3. Okay, so if we are having here only 1 digit after the decimal point, we know 14 cube as 2744. So 1 into 3 gives you 3. So if I can easily find that after the answer should arrive in which after the decimal point there must be 3 digit. Okay, conformly there must be 3 digit. So we are placing 1, 2, 3 and we're placing a dot here. That's why we are getting 1.4 whole cube as 2.744. That's the concept. There's no confusion while in square and cubing it. According to the given criteria, we would do it. Okay, that's a so simple concept. Even you can have 0.35. If you have 0.35 the whole square, then the answer you will obtain is 0.1225. This is so simple. Only in the square root or cube root, after decimal points, the conditions apply. For square root, the decimal point, after decimal point, there must be even number of digits, and for cube root, after decimal point, there must be a multiple of 3 digits. That means in 3 multiplication table, what numbers are there, digits are available. So easier. That's an easier concept. If you like my video, please subscribe it and please share my videos, and please comment me if you have any doubts. I am here to explain you. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more and more videos and be with us. If you have any doubts, clarify it, and please this is a collection of many inspirational videos and many more videos. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.